Now I want you to take a look at these tables, okay? Input and output. Now what we're asking for here is to determine the relationship between the two, okay? In other words, what's happening to x? Here's the important thing, okay? What's happening to x? In other words, I'm going to get another y. Oops, let's get some pens going. I'm going to get, excuse me, a y equals something. For all of these, I'm going to get y equals, okay? Again over here, y equals, okay? What does y equal, okay? Well, I know from the first one here, right, y equals 4, right? But it's come from an input of 2. So how have I got from that 2 to get to 4 to the answer, okay? Now maybe I've just added 2. I mean, maybe this is the answer. X, which is 2 right now, okay, here it is, which is 2. How do I get to the 4? Well, surely I add a 2, okay? Now this would also work for these over here, for B, okay? In other words, how do I get from x to y? It looks like I add 2, so here we go. If I've got the x, which is 2, if I add a 2, I'll get 4, okay? So maybe just going off those first 2 sets of input and output, okay? So if I've got 2, I need to get to 4, I've added 2. But have I? I mean, maybe it's something else. To get from 2 to 4, you could double the 2. Now me saying that, and then I look at the rest of the numbers for this first table, okay, A, I can see it looks to me like that is actually the answer. It looks like I'm doubling everything. I'm multiplying all the x's by 2 to get to the answer, to get to the y. So if I grab an eraser, okay, it's not that. It's this, y equals 2x. That's the equation for that A, okay? Can you see I'm doubling the x, I'm multiplying the x by 2, and I will get y. Just check. There it is, okay? So I'm going to erase this one here as well and think to myself, okay, how have I gone from 2 to get to 4? I could have added 2, I could have doubled it, but here's the other one. I can square it. Now look at the other numbers. It seems to me that I'm squaring x and I will get y, okay? Think about it. Squaring, okay? First one, what's 2 times 2? Yep, it's 4. What's 3 times 3? Another square of 3. Yep, I get 9. Square of 4. In other words, 4 times 4. Yep, I get 16. So if I carry on with these, surely that should be 25. See, this is me now filling things in now. The 6 will become 36. The 7 will become 49. I won't go any further than that, okay? So what this is x squared, okay? Sorry. Okay, so I suppose if I go down here as well and finish these off, double a 10, I get 20. Double a 20, I get 40. Okay, so that's me figuring out, okay, that must be the equation for A, y equals 2x. This must be the equation for B, y equals x squared. Now how am I getting it in C? Okay, I start off with -2, I go to -4. I start off with 0, I get to -2. I prefer looking at, who likes negative numbers? So let's look at this over here. Going from there to there, looks like I would take off 2, wouldn't I? And actually it looks like that's what's happening. It looks like I'm taking off 2 each time. And if you do go back here, 0, if you take off 2, you get -2. Negative numbers, if you start with -2 and you take off 2, yes, you will get -4. So this must be the equation. I'm taking off 2. I'm subtracting 2 from the x and I will get y. Those are my 3 equations, just by looking at the inputs and the outputs, okay? Now if it asks you to graph these, I mean, just for now, I suppose if we do it one more time, let's look at A. Okay, when x is 2, y is 4. Right, when x is 2, okay, y is 1, 2, 3, 4. And I might not have done too good a scale, so I'm going to put a little dot there, alright? Because it looks like some of these numbers go quite high. So actually, I'm going to run out of space fairly soon. Look, when x is 4, y is 8. When x is 4, okay, so I'm just going to it one by one. Y is 1, 2, 3, 4, another 4, is that right? Sorry, it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that'll be there. Okay. Let's look at some more numbers. So when x is 6, y is 12. When x is 6, here, that's another 4. So again, 1, 2, 3, so that'll be there. this is going to be a nice straight line. Okay, so if I can draw a straight line, maybe I should grab one of those straight line things. Here we go. Okay, so I've done the wrong scale for that by just marking it every one. Okay, because I can't fit it more on. I've gone 2, 4, I've gone up to 6. Here it's 4, because I'm doubling things. Yeah, remember 4, 8, 12. So, you know, I can't go any further. I can go further on the x-axis. So look, when x is 8, y is 16. But can you see? I've run out of room. You're going to go up to 14. Okay, so you know you have to adjust your axes to kind of trying to figure out what that is. Let's try it on this next one then. Okay, right, look at this. So input. It's okay to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the x-axis, but y, look at that, it goes up to 50, 49. So I might still use this. Here we go. I might still use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put 5 there. 6, 7, 8. Now, I suppose here I could have done it, you know, use 2 squares for 1, but that's okay for now. The problem is how do I get up to 50? I won't go as far as 8. How do I get up to 50 on the y-axis? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Okay, so I'm going to have to do every 5 here, okay? So that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I won't mark every single one, okay? So let's say I've gone every 5. So every 5, one little square is 5 on the y, one little square is 1 on the x. When I plot this, okay, when x is 2, y is 4. So when x is 2, y is a little less than 5. So about there, okay? About there. Right, what else do we have? When x equals 3, y is 9. When x equals 3, y is 9. So a little bit less than 10. Okay? When x is 4, y is 16. When x is 4, y is 16. Where's that? That's about there, just above 15. Okay, just above 15. When x is 5, y is 25. When x is 5, y, that's a nice one to plot, that's right there. Okay. And when x is 6, y is 36. When x is 6, y is 35, a bit more than 35. Okay. So about there. And finally, when x is 7, y is 49. When x is 7, y is 49. Up there. If I wanted to do 8, okay, if I square an 8, remember, I'll get 64. Okay. Let's just try it. I can squeeze it on the 50, 55, 60, 65. So let's go from here. I'll put a point about there just below. Okay. So what we've got here, and I can't use a straight line, this is a curved line. So it's kind of looking like, ooh, don't remember I've gone from the 0, because remember what's missing there? What's not bad, is that? Not bad. Okay. What they've really missed out here is okay, when x is 1, y is 1, 1 squared is 1, and also when x is 0, y is 0. When you square a 0, you'll get 0. So what I've got here really is, down here should be, 1, 1, and 0, 0. But that's it. So this is a curved graph, okay? We're squaring something. It's not a straight line graph like the first one, okay? So that's just me, figuring out what the equation is, using some points, realizing what's happening there to create some more points, and then plotting the points on a piece of graph paper. Okay?